hurt a little bit in terms of the timing of the play. And this is way high.
Right.
Mike does a great job getting this off. Fair catch is a signal and taken
at the 40.
Can't see the yard lines here very well,
Definitely
but it is the 40. Yep. So look,
39.
Reading will go on offense for the second time at the, going to put it at the 39-yard line. I thought Mike did a great job fielding that and then getting it off.
Yes, he did.
With some pressure in his face.
That's right. Each team has had the ball twice now, and we've only played 3 minutes in this football game. Passing stops the clock a little bit. And we are playing 12-minute quarters, even in the playoffs. Toss to the side, to the flat, and it's completed and picked up about 7-5, 6. And completed to number 1, I believe.
Yep,
Damari.
Yeah, picked up about 3 or 4.
Murphy settling for his outlet receiver on that play. 2nd and 7. Murphy, same thing, out to the flat, flanker screen, and he avoids the tackle, and he's pulled down. Might have been a very important pull down out there.
Number 1, the receiver again. No. Number 9.
And Perez is the receiver. First down.
Murphy in motion is split out here.
Wow, that's a little different.
Little draw play.
Yeah, running straight ahead. That's the Damari.
Yep.
That was a fake hitch pass, and just took it straight up the middle.
So a first down again into Chelmsford territory, 34-yard line. Interesting little change by Reading. Murphy hands it off. Big hole. Damari. Big hole. Still on his feet.
Gone
to the sideline, and will they catch him?
Yes, they drove him out of bounds.
Got him out at about the 2.
Reading utilizing a 2-back set, which allows for some power offense, and that's what you had there. Just an isolation play being led by a fullback.
See that at Foxborough every once in a while. That's down to the 2-yard line, so it's 1st and goal at the 2.
They're saying the 1. So.
That's the 2. I can see the down marker.
Yeah.
Straight ahead and touchdown. Davari is in for the touchdown. So Reading didn't waste any time with that drive and gets on the board with 6 points with 8:07 to play in the first quarter. Guys, that was an impressive drive.
Yes, it was. They came out of the second or third possession. Some quick passes out to the side to loosen the lines up. Picked up some yardage down the field that way. Then they went into their power set and started running some ISOs and isolation and off tackle power.
Going for 2.
Ball's on the ground.
It's caught. Pass is completed, but the try is unsuccessful.
Number 21 was the ball carrier or the recipient of the pass.
Yeah, that's Thornton. Right. We're going to take a break. We'll be back following these words.
Hola, por favor, una aplicación. Gracias.
Olvídate del drama. Completa tu high school diploma.
¿Se ve bien? Gracias.
Da ese primer paso hacia un mejor futuro. Visita completatudiploma.org ahora para encontrar cursos para adultos gratis.
looks like the... all right, we're back. It's about the... Lions just received the kickoff, and Rutherford just returned it to about the 21-yard line.
Let's hope that missed extra point helps the Lions out.
Yeah.
21-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Lions.
That was the first missed snap for Reading tonight on that extra point attempt, and quarterback did a great job just kind of dishing it off to one of his lateral players.
And again, he is a freshman starting this year. High snap, Rapoli keeps the ball and gets nothing.
77 on the tackle.
See, that snap really is hurting.
The Crescenzo?
Yeah, Crescenzo.
That snap's causing Mike to have to reach up or jump up.
Yep.
And he's intending to keep that ball, but he's got no time.
Sure, the timing is really thrown off.
He cannot look at the field if he's trying to find the football. That one's good. He rolls through his right. Fires. And let's see if they call this complete.
No.
Incomplete. 2nd and 12. 3rd and 12
We have
for
a
the
player
Lions.
down, too.
One of the Lions down.
Timeout.
That was the intended pass receiver.
That Marshall?
It looks like Marshall, but I can't see from here.
We have no idea. We have the monitor, and it's miles away from us. Kate Shagnon is there with him, and we'll just have to cross our fingers. The Lions are really starting to get hurt. It's Jake Marshall. Got that from the truck. Thank you, Tom.
I saw he went down low, and defender came right on top of him.
Yeah. Maybe the wind knocked out of him, or
could have been
with the ball underneath him. I don't know.
2nd and 12, 3rd and 12. We'll get this right. It's a 4th and 12.
No,
Oh, it's 3rd. I was right the first time.
Yeah.
It just seems like it should have been 4th. So it is 3rd and 12.
Lions offensive line need to give Rapoli a little more time back there. They're letting the defense of Reading dictate.
Well, one of the issues you have with a snap that's not quite where it should be, or as quick as it should be, with this offense, you're not blocking someone to begin with. It's all about, reading a non-block defender and either keeping or handing the ball off. And the speed in which, or the quickness in which you can get to the line of scrimmage, aids your linemen. They don't have to, they can only block for so long.
They can only block for so long. You're absolutely right.
So the timing is so completely off, and you have someone charging in anyways because you intend not to block them. So one of the keys, I think, tonight is to make sure that center can keep the ball consistent and should come back about chest level, and Mike should know that it's going to be there every time at the same spot.
That's the way the whole offense starts. It starts right there. And it's important to get it started correctly. Good snap.
Screen.
Mike steps up, he fires, and it's
Incomplete.
overthrown, incomplete, looking for Patrick Hughes. It's now 4th down and 12. So the Lions have only been able to pick up 1 first down in this football game up to now. And Lexington's not only big, they seem to be fairly athletic in their ability to pursue. Mike hasn't had much time, and the receivers haven't been very open.
The defensive line is really doing a good job for Reading.
Brotherston to punt it. High snap. Lapoli to punt it.
Fair catch.
And a fair catch again.
About the 46.
Damari. No, that's number 14. And that's Rush.
Mike doing a great job punting this into the wind. We hear it's about 13 miles an hour, steady.
Yep.
It's interesting that my neck is starting to get a crick looking to the right. I have not so far tonight turned to the left once.
Right, we're positioned on the 40-yard line to the left
of the home bench.
Or left on your screen.
This is a new quarterback, and he's going to run with the football. and pick up excellent yardage.
Number 9, that's Perez.
Yeah. Perez has good speed. Not only is Murphy a freshman, Perez is a junior. So he has got some more time in the Rocket lineup. Murphy's back in at quarterback, but it looks like they might be sending him out wide again.
No, Murphy's still here in the sideline.
Oh, that's right. It's 14 that's in there.
Yeah. Timeout. There's a little confusion getting the play into Perez, the quarterback. Coach was trying to get the formation set up.
Timeout for Reading. Yep. They don't understand that it's a little bit nippy out here, so there should be a rule that there are no timeouts allowed in under games that are a little bit cold.
Right.
Good turnout from the folks in Chelmsford. We have a lot of people.
A lot of Lions fans here tonight.
Band is here.
A mini tundra down at the end, far beyond the down in front of the cheerleading group.
So far, they haven't had a lot to cheer about. It's 1st and 10 for Reading. And it's a jet sweep, and Perez dropped it and a loss on the play.
Good pursuit by the Lions. Good gang tackle. Number 18, number 4, and 22 with the 3 tacklers.
Jabari, Chason, and Sutherland, I believe.
18, 4, and 22.
So it's a 2nd and 14 for Reading. And they're still keeping Perez on the field. And he hands it off straight ahead.
The 3, I believe.
The running back is Bates.
Watching now Murphy's coming in because it's a 3rd and long situation. Watching the pre-game, Murphy is a far better passer. Perez was not throwing well in the pregame warm-ups.
Yeah, they're almost telling you they're going to run the ball when Murphy comes out of the game.
Perez just went out to slot receiver.
Yeah, that's what he's
very dangerous. He's got very, very good speed. Chase on again on the tackle on that last play. And it's an inside handoff, and the Lions have stopped it.
Yep, that was Damari, number 1, chasing. Patrick Hughes was it in there, and I believe 76 for the Lions.
Picked up about 2 yards.
Griffin Hart.
Now the Reading Rockets have a decision to make, but they've been picking up yardage on chunks, so I think they're probably going to go on 4th down. Murphy brings them to the line of scrimmage, and it's a big play for the Lions defense. Murphy looks down the field over the middle, and he is overthrown. That's a big stop for the Lions defense.
Perez, the intended receiver.
Actuality, he was wide open.
He was
lucky.
That should have been a touchdown.
He just overthrew him.
Uh-oh, we have a flag. Let's see what this is all about. If it's against Chelmsford, it would be very close to a 1st down.
Reading doesn't look too.
No, it doesn't look as if it's. Looks like it's on Reading, and the Lions will no doubt decline it. Here's the call. Personal foul.
Unsportsmanlike?
Yeah.
Oh, I guess it may have been on the Lions.
Wow. That might have been after the play.
It was.
Okay.
Okay.
Not good.
Not good.
Not a disaster.
Right. It's good that the Lions retain possession. It's bad that we had to be backed up.
So yeah, we lost.
We're back to
15 yards.
Back to about the 15, maybe the 20. High snap again. Foley
trying to run straight ahead. Gains maybe a yard on the play, if anything.
Reading's entire defense was inside the box there. I don't think they had any wide receivers. Interesting that we're trying to run in the middle where
they
all 11 guys are.
Yeah, maybe a foot on that play, if anything. Lions do spread it out this time a little bit. 2nd and 9.
got some time to throw.
Oh, it's intercepted, I do
Nope.
believe.
Oh,
Ball's on the turf.
on the ground. Dropped.
Should have been intercepted.
Yeah.
Seems like I've been saying this on every drive. It's 3rd and 10 again.
DeRoss was the defender there, number 6.
One of the things you have to do is you really need to lessen the amount of third downs you have.
Oh,
You know, you want to get good first downs.
right.
You know, and you want to get yardage, but you also want to get first downs before you get to third.
And I don't see any reason to be hurrying up the offense against this team. Keep the ball in possession as long as you can.
Exactly.
Napoli looks back in a reverse screen, and it's good yardage by the Lions, but it's close.
Fumble. Well, they heard a whistle.
They're going to call it.
Yes.
No, they're going to give it to Reading.
Yeah, I couldn't see it with the Reading bench in front of us.
But what you just said, Bruce, is perfect sense. When you're playing a team that's a little bit better than you on paper,
Yeah.
the way you beat a team like that is you keep it close. So first of all, you keep it out of their hands offensively.
Sure.
So take your time, use all the clock, because you don't beat them in the first 3 quarters. You don't beat them in the first 4 quarters. It's at the end of the game. If you can keep it close, keep possession on your side, that's when you sneak up and you beat a team like this.
In particular, and in addition, Rob, to all of that is just the fact of where the Lions have been field position-wise. They have not crossed the 50.
No.
This is a go pattern to the outside, and it's caught and out of bounds at about the 2.
Touchdown.
Touchdown. It's a touchdown.
All right, number 15 on the reception. That's Harrigan.
I don't know if you have a replay of this because our monitor's not on, but that quarterback for a freshman really showed a lot of poise. He had someone in his face, and he threw it up over, extended arms.
Threw it right to the corner pylon.
And that's
Back
a
corner.
big play strike coming off a turnover, and that so often happens. And it's very successful, of course, for Reading on that play. Again, they line up to go for 2. High snap again, and the option, Damari.
Stopped again.
And I don't think he did not. So the good news is that the Lions have stopped 2 conversions. The bad news, we're down 12 points. We'll come back right after this break. I just don't know why we're rushing.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow, I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money going to come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
He's got the. Okay.
We're back. Conroy's kickoff. Brotherston fields it in the air this time. He's straight up the middle, and a little better return by Brotherston, fighting for some extra yardage. Looks like about the 30, but again, we're guessing right now.
He caught it on about the 10, so that was a decent return.
Yes, it was.
10, just about the 30, Rob, you're correct. All right. 3:56 left in the first period.
I think it's really imperative that the Lions really try to get a drive started here. At least take time and get the field switched. They haven't been across the 50 yet.
No, they have not.
Maybe the 40.
40, I think, has been the
Yeah.
best position.
Exactly. And this is a good run by Lapoli, and he's knocked out of bounds after getting a first down, and that's a spark that the Lions needed.
Second first down for the Lions.
Remember, they got behind Westford last week, 14-0 in the first quarter, and they bounced back to win that game.
Lions have the ball on their own 46.
First and 10, 46-yard line, 45-yard line, right in between, I think. Nice run there by Mike. Looking to the sideline. And he hands it off on a counter. And that's Gurley. And we got a late flag.
That's usually holding in that spot.
It is going to be holding. Holding against Chelmsford. So Rob kind of hit it on the head. We make one really great play, and then we stub our toe.
Yeah.
So this is going to back the Lions up at 10 yards, make it a 1st and 20 situation. I know it sounds simple, but eliminate mistakes, take your time. That's the only, I think, way that you're going to be competitive in this game.
Ball's now in the Lions' own 32.
Yep.
Yeah, because that's a spot fall from wherever the hold was behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, let's see what the Lions come with now. 1st and 20. Quick hit and completed.
Yes.
Picked up about 5 yards on the play. I don't see the receiver's number, though.
I'm looking.
That was Fredericks.
Fredericks.
Okay.
See, but that's exactly what they should be doing on 1st down. You get a 5-yard play.
Yep.
Unfortunately, it's 1st and 20.
Yep. Fredericks' 13th catch of the season. Kind of a lob to Lapoli this time. He's going for the whole thing. He's got 2 receivers, and it's out of bounds. No flags.
No flags.
Going to be 3rd and about 16.
It's probably better that it was out of bounds. There were about 3 defenders, 1 receiver.
Yeah, there were a lot of black shirts around that ball.
But it would have been a great punt. I think they should come right back with that same thing, and if it gets intercepted, so be it.
All right, you got 3rd and 20.
Redding in the cover 2 protection, loosened up. We're going to see a screen maybe.
Napoli's going to complete.
Hits the man underneath, completed, and hit immediately. And
number 27 on the tackle.
Fredericks again. Fredericks gets up with a little bit of limp this time.
De Silva on the tackle.
And he put a good lick on George in that particular play.
All right.
4th and 12.
Twin safeties back deep for the punt.
And again, a high snap. Wow, I don't know how he got that one off.
Good.
Good coverage, good bounce, and I finally can look to my left.
Right.
I was about to say the same thing.
But you got to turn your whole body because your neck won't move.
That's true. Good point.
Napoli's doing a fantastic job with those punts. He's actually directing the ball around someone who probably should have blocked it. And that's why he gets a great line drive, but it has a great roll to it.
No, it's a good job. Get it down to. Let's see.
Hold it out here. 1 more.
About the
20.
About the 20.
It's about the 18. Yeah.
Okay. Yep.
Reverse.
And good yardage on the outside. Runs away from a couple of defenders. Ball carrier is Barboza.
Up to about the 34.
Yeah.
That was some serious misdirection right there.
Boy, I'll say. Nicely designed play.
I think there were 3 fakes.
Yep.
And just like that, they're out of the hole.
Yep. Their offense looks to be very diversified. And they have their running set in there right now. Lions jump.
Federation rules.
Yep.
Can't jump and come back. So once you encroach, it's
You've
offside.
encroached. Right.
And if I sound to have a little bit of an edge to that comment, it's because I do. Federation rules. I grew up with NCAA rules.
Yep.
I'm not sure why we changed.
And I don't understand if it's good enough for the NCAA, why it isn't good enough for high school football.
If it's good enough for Texas football.
Yep, exactly. And that's good football. Bursting forth is Damari, and he again gets a 1st down coming through a big hole.
About 10 yards in that carry.
Yep.
Right to the 50-yard line. Under a minute in the first quarter.
In this quarter, seems like it's been about 25 minutes long. Full house backfield. A little bit of a high snap. Damari again picks up about 6 down to the 45-yard line. Offensive line for Reading seems to come off the ball quite well.
But again, they have a 2-back set.
Yep.
Actually, a 3-back.
3-back set.
3-back set. Yep.
Well, that's some severe power coming at you.
And
Fake
they're
the
going to
reverse,
fake a
going
handoff.
deep.
He's got a man wide open, and it's just overthrown. Wow. Running free was number 15. That is
Harrigan.
Yes.
He's the one that caught the second touchdown.
Right.
That was they faked that triple counter play.
Yep.
They're really mixing the offense up very nicely here. Reading is. 3rd and 5. Time of possession certainly favors Reading in this first quarter. Murphy throws it out in the flat, has his man, that's Damari. He fights for the first down, stays on his feet, and he almost broke that one.
Yes, he did. He did a nice job, cut back against the grain and almost broke it. Broke it, as you said.
That's going to end the first quarter.
Well, it's one, yeah.
We're going to take a break. We'll be back with second quarter action in just a moment.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Welcome back to the start of the second quarter. Bruce Prime, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, and I'm going to flip over to Dave Markham. Dave's the only one he's taking all the stats, and he's doing it barehanded, but we're going to bring him in now and see if his voice, maybe his hands are frozen. I don't know about his voice.
Yeah, rough first quarter for the Lions right there, Bruce. You guys have been saying they need to sustain a drive on offense. Defense is on the field much too long.
Damari again.
Damari with first down, close to first down yardage.
Picked up about 7.
Damari is a junior as well. This team has a strong future in front of them. They play out of the Middlesex League. Their only loss this year was to Lincoln Sudbury by 2 points. They clubbed Acton Boxborough earlier this year, the team that Chelmsford lost to, by a score of 33-7. So that's the kind of caliber football team this is. It's 2nd and 3. Now it's first, and Damari is deep into Chelmsford territory.
Into the 10.
Yep.
So
first down.
The interesting thing is Lincoln Sudbury was, I think, the top seed probably in the preseason, but they ended up losing their last game. They lost 2 this year.
Yes.
Yeah, they actually lost to Wayland, which was quite an upset. Lincoln Sudbury did. Winner of this game will end up with either North Andover or Westford. The loser, we don't know. We have to wait. This is a big loss for. There must be something about the football tonight. Neither center can snap it.
Yep. Covered up by Murphy, but after a big loss, back to the 33-4.
That's a huge loss.
That was a long loss. Probably looks in the vicinity of 25 yards.
About the 20.
Now, North Andover, when they played Chelmsford, didn't have full power.
Right.
they later, I think, got their starting back, and they dismantled Bill Ricker, I believe.
Yeah,
in the
they
next
sure
game.
Pass.
Looking
This
deep.
might get picked off. Oh, no.
Might be a touchdown.
Might be a touchdown, too.
Murphy threw it right into, again, he withstood a good pass rush, stood in there.
Harrigan was the
And
receiver.
Harrigan again is the receiver.
Yeah.
If they show the replay, it's a simple post pattern.
Yeah, and there were plenty of Lions around the ball.
That looked like almost triple coverage.
Yeah, it was.
Apparently they don't have a kicker, or they've just decided that the Lions can be had on 2 yards.
Well, their kickoffs and their punt, the one punt that they have done, has proven that their kicking is not one of their strong games.
Murphy, throwback screen, knocked down, incomplete.
Good coverage. Brotherston.
Go ahead.
Brotherston on the coverage.
The Lions should treat every play like it's a 2-point conversion. I think we'd be okay here.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's 18-0, and we've just started the second quarter. So things are not going real well for the Lions.
But there is a lot of game in front of us.
A lot of game left.
You know, Chelmsford has proven that they stick it out. They did it last week with Westford. And the Chelmsford kids, they're tough. I see them, like I said, I see them during the week, and their spirits are high, and they look forward to each week and getting better and better. And it shows.
They're not a give-up crew, and I agree with you, Rob. They're a group of tough kids. They've been through a lot in the past 2 years, and they keep coming back and back and back. Okay, we're going to kick it to Mr. Brotherston one more time.
Well, he's kicking against the wind. It may
Oh,
not
this
be
is a
good at
ground
all.
ball.
Good pickup. Oh,
and fell down.
He downed
For
it.
18. We don't have an 18 on our program, so I'm sorry, I can't tell you who that is. We're going to have to do some research, I guess.
After fielding that, though, we should try out for shortstop. That
Yeah,
was
absolutely.
Good job fielding the ball. And
it was.
I think being the up back, your job is to get the ball and then
get what you can, and then he downed it.
Yeah.
And he picked it up without putting his knee on the ground,
Yeah, right.
which is a tendency sometimes.
Right.
This field has to be the worst numbered field that I can remember seeing.
It is really worn down. It needs to be redone.
Gorley was met in the backfield. A loss of 3. 2nd and 13.
Tackled by number 52, I believe it was.
And that is O'Brien. That was O'Brien.
Tom O'Brien was the name.
Toss to the side, look out. Whoa.
That's a late flag, absolutely.
Late hit.
Yep.
The Lion out there.
Patrick Hughes, the intended receiver.
Absorbing that punishment was huge, and that's going to be a penalty on Reading. It'll be a first down for the Lions. A little bit behind Patrick as he turned. He got hit after the ball had gone past him.
Yeah, well.
Looks like a 15-yarder.
Yeah. Yep. Back up to about the 48.
But I was watching, Chelmsford ran a play in about 15 to 20 seconds. And like I said before, 2 things now. One is, if you're going to win, you take your time and control the ball. But also, if you want to control the score a little bit, you don't want to rush through 3 downs and have to punt it again.
Right.
You want to take a few minutes off the clock.
Lapoli keeps it and holds. Boy, he carries the ball awfully loose, I think.
Picked up about a yard, maybe 2.
Just seems like the ball is kind of swinging around out there.
Absolutely.
Gain of a yard, 2nd and 9. And this is where you don't really need to go at 100 miles an hour. But they did. Toss wide open. Receiver and another
first down.
That's good. First down.
He's on the 38.
I think we actually cracked Reading territory with that completion.
Yes, we have.
Little bit of a drive here by the Lions. Lapoli rolls to his right, throw it, and he did a good job.
Yep.
That was good. Didn't force it into a place where it could only get in trouble.
Patrick Hughes, the intended receiver.
2nd and 10.
Because we all know with Federation rules, you have to throw it
At a
target.
receiver.
At a target, right.
Which to me doesn't equate to safety, because if you're running for your life in the NCAA, you can just throw it out of bounds.
So basically, the only thing you can do is throw it high.
High. Yep, exactly.
You can't, right.
Or at his feet.
Yeah. The Lions moved. We had an interior lineman move. 5-yard penalty. 2nd and 15.
That's the difference between a 2 and 5 and a 6 and 1 team, right there.
Yep. Exactly right.
Little things like that.
Yep. Over the course of a drive, that's exactly right.
So frustrating for a coach.
Deep drop, toss, caught, completed. Good hit out there. That's Patrick Hughes again.
Hughes on the reception.
Nice toss, nice patience by Michael. Close to a first down.
3rd and 2.
Okay. 2 down territory here. Get some positive yardage.
Now they're ready to go. I like the time they took to decide on this play.
Exactly.
And it's completed. Is that Tyler Nolan?
I thought it was 11, but I'm not sure. 31? 30.
Tyler Nolan.
That's Tyler Nolan. For the first down.
I don't know. We had a good angle for that play, and Mike Lapoli threw that ball while he was running backward at an angle toward the sideline. He wasn't turned upfield. Pretty dangerous type of throw. It has a tendency to float, sail on you.
Michael is a junior, and
Hughes
he stepped in and done a nice job. Hughes couldn't get the corner and got buried out there.
Good team speed by Reading.
And they stayed home.
Yep.
Loss of 5. Lions taking their time here. We still have about 6:40 to play in the second quarter, but the Lions are down by 3 scores. I hear whistles, and that must
delay
be,
or move.
We were leaning forward.
Procedure.
Yep. So the motion back to start a lean.
So it is that bugaboo. Now it's 2nd down and 20 yards to go for the first down. Crossing pattern over the middle. Might have been open, but a little bit behind him.
Yeah, he threw it to Hughes, a little high and behind.
Yep. 3rd and 20.
Completion there. He had a lot of room.
He did to run. Yes, he did. Patrick's had a nice football season in his senior year. Done an excellent job. Fredericks is split out to the wide to the right. Could be a screen here. Michael's running for his life, looking down the field, lets it go, and it's incomplete. 4th down.
Good attempt by Fredericks to try to catch that ball.
It was, yeah. Laid out nicely to try to pull that in. So a sort of a promising start to this drive has now turned into a punting situation.
And I like to have Mike kick it out of bounds, left or right.
Yep.
He's got the wind with him. No, if he puts it in the end zone, he's only going to get about a net. Only going to change about 15 yards on this possession. The ball is on the 35.
Let's get a good snap here.
It was. And a good kick.
Did what you
Nice
said.
job.
Angled it to the sideline.
Come on. Perfect.
And got it out at about the one.
Great job by Mike.
That was a great punt. Great punt. And good call by my partner. Now we need a fumble. Can you call that one? That would be nice.
Let me check.
Fumble, pick six,
Pick
anything.
six.
Right?
There we go. Yep.
Well, we had a scoop and score last week, so I think we need a pick six today.
Yep. So Reading will start in by far their worst field position of the night, deep in their own territory.
Last time they were deep in their territory, they ran that counter reverse to number 6. They're
Perez.
Ross.
They'll be operating from their own. They'll be in their own end zone on this snap. So I see two things. I see a fade because it's very safe, or just something up the middle like an ISO.
Oh yeah, they just.
Murphy's trying to draw the Lions offside. They stayed home, did not get offside. Long count. He drops in his own end zone. He is blitzed and completes it. A screen. They sold that very well and picked up close
to 10.
And it is. So now they're out of the end zone.
Murphy might be a freshman, but is he like 22? I've never seen a high school kid with quite so much poise.
He really holds on to it to the last possible second.
He's had some excellent tutoring,
yes,
in the off season and perhaps even during the season. But
hand off straight ahead. Didn't see the number. I think it's Damari. Let's see. Yeah, it is Damari. A lot of Lions there on the stop.
Picked up about 4.
Chase on the tackle.
His father was a quarterback.
Yeah, he was.
Murphy.
He was an outstanding quarterback. So they've taken it out to the 17. Still a good chance, though, to pick one off.
The Lions are uptight in the box.
Murphy's going to fire it deep. And incomplete.
A
little bit too short.
Yep.
The wind, you could see the wind hold that up.
Yeah.
But there was the coverage. He was open.
He only had, I think, one receiver, didn't he? I didn't see anybody else.
There was another one. Harrigan, number 15, was over here in front of the Reading bench.
That's why I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
Important stop for Chelmsford.
Yes, it is.
4.5 minutes.
Yep.
Reading going to get the ball in the second half, so Chelmsford wants to kind of leave this half with maybe a positive, like a score.
Toss to the outside, and it is nice. First down.
Little RPO there.
Yep. Run pass option. Thornton is the person on the receiving end of that toss from Murphy. And so far, Murphy has been just about what advertised, I think.
Absolutely. Done a nice job. And Damari is
a good back.
Done a nice job as a running back to keep the Lions on it.
Yes, he has.
Pass.
Receiver completed.
81, I believe the number was.
Pretty good coverage.
I'll give you another, yes, please, 81.
DiNapoli.
We've heard that name before down here in Reading. I think he had a running back brother that was very good.
Right, very good. Right. 2nd and 3. The clock is ticking along, and it's in contrast. Like Reading with an 18-point lead is really in no hurry. Murphy fires, has a receiver, and it's
covering
caught.
up. Okay,
Incomplete.
Nice coverage.
I didn't know if it was caught fumble, but just incomplete.
Patrick Hughes, I believe, yes, is on that coverage.
He read that perfectly and closed like a locomotive.
He timed it very well.
Yes. 3rd and 3 for Reading.
Nolan's got coverage out there, one-on-one screen.
But with a middle screen, didn't make the first down, I don't think.
Depends where the spot is.
But I think he's on the yard line, so he's on the 35. So he's short.
4th and about half a yard. And because Chelmsford hasn't moved the football, I don't think Reading is in any intent on punting this football.
They're
talking it over.
They're going to go.
And they're going to take their time doing it. Damari in motion. And off, flag.
There's going to be a procedure there. Damari was moving forward right before the snap.
So this could back them up 5 yards. I don't know if it'll change the decision or not.
No.
But you're right. Damari was not set.
Right.
It is on Lexington. I don't know why I'm saying Lexington.
An illegal shift.
Reading.
So it'll be 4th and 6. They're going to punt.
So the punt team comes on, and that's a break for the Lions.
Did they get the first down?
I think they did.
They must have.
If they didn't get the first down, I wouldn't have taken the penalty.
I don't think it was a play though. Anyway,
the whistle blew as the ball was snapped right about the same time.
I snap. Lions come on the punt block. It's a lousy
Get away.
kick.
Went sideways, out on the 50.
So the Lions have it at the 50.
Reading 49, first down and 10 for Chelmsford.
Very poor punt by Reading.
Conroy is not a great kicker.
There was some pressure on him, too.
There was pressure. There was a lot of pressure. Absolutely right.
The Reading coach, about 28 years, John Fiore, is livid about something. He's out on the field screaming at the referee. And I don't know what he's upset about.
There was a pretty good hit somewhere near where the ball landed, and maybe he thinks it was behind the back or
possibly.
Okay. Chelmsford just over 2 minutes and a half.
Rapoli pumps, fires.
This is going to get picked.
Oh, boy. That could have been picked.
It could have been. There were two players there, and they were a lot bigger than the intended receiver for the Lions.
It's almost as if they decided they were going to knock that down instead of try to play it.
Yeah.
Because it looked as though they had a real legitimate shot.
Brotherson was the intended receiver.
Right. A little screen, Fredericks.
Yep.
Boy, he takes his life in his hands out there, doesn't he?
That was a slip screen. So, he's an outside receiver. He comes underneath the catch. Mike did a great job getting the ball off before he got hit.
Yep.
But I tell you, Reading is quick to the ball.
Yeah.
They're getting at least two bodies on our one every tackle.
They've got a good job scouting.
3rd and 6.
Good job.
Good block in there. Mike fires and
incomplete.
We have a flag down. I think it's holding.
Could be holding.
They're going to call 71 for the Lions.
Yep, that was Proya.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was actually a good call by Coach
Fiore
on the sideline. He said he's holding.
Right. And he was right.
Yeah. Just helping out the Stripes.
He has not been happy the last couple of calls, that's for sure.
Penalty from the spot of the foul. It's going to be 3rd down.
3rd and a mile for the Lions.
Coach Peterson has got his arms out looking for an explanation.
Yeah. He wants to know who made that call.
Got about 38 yards to go after the first down.
And he's certainly not very happy over there.
Well, part of the problem is now it's 3rd down, a minute 30.
You're right.
Are you going to give the ball back?
Yeah, right. Well, Reading's got timeouts left, so
They've got a couple.
Reading has a prevent defense on.
Oh, look out. I hate those across the field. Completed.
Brotherston up to the 45.
Complete to number 8.
Picked up about 9 on the play, but it's still going to be 4th down. And I let the clock run here. The Lions sending the punt team.
Chelmsford 44. It's going to be 4th down.
I'm surprised they didn't call a timeout. Maybe they're just satisfied with 18 points.
Oh, there's a whistle.
Now they call timeout.
Chelmsford called it.
Wow. There are not enough guys on the field.
I tell you what, though. I mean, it was a minute 20.
Yeah.
Right.
40 seconds from that. What do you leave? 20 seconds
Right.
if you punted?
Yeah.
Take 5 yards, you know.
Sure. You got the wind with you. You can pick up that extra 5.
Now you just gave him a minute. In fact, if I was Reading, I wouldn't even put anybody. I'd just send 11 guys and see what happens.
I think they're going to come after him this time. They've been very close a couple of times.
Yeah, they have just a single safety, so they're coming after him, is right.
Whoa, this one is trouble.
Get rid of it. Nice job.
Michael learned from a couple of games ago. Wow, what a play by Michael Lapoli.
All right, Michael, that was an excellent kick on the heavy duress.
Wonderful play.
That might be the play of the game thus far.
For the Lions. Yes, it is. Okay, with 49 seconds to play, Reading will go on offense.
Chance for the Lions to pick one off here.
Yes, it is. Pick 6 with some momentum would be just about wonderful.
Well, let's see. You got 3 receivers to the Reading bench, single receiver to the top of the screen. Ross.
Murphy straight back, steps up, fires to the sideline.
Oh, yes.
It's intercepted.
Oh,
it was.
Yes, intercepted.
Had
to go. Is that 31? Nolan?
Tyler Nolan.
Yeah.
And our boy Tyler stepped right up and picked that off.
Good job.
First down and 10 for Chelmsford.
All right.
Okay, now we need to get it into the end zone. Make this an interesting second half.
Exactly.
Chelmsford with 3 timeouts left. Or 2 timeouts, I'm sorry, they took one. Mike looking for it all. Gets a block, gets a receiver, and it's caught.
And yes, nice job. 31, Nolan again.
Tyler Nolan.
Steps out of bounds at the...
Tyler has a couple of catches tonight and came into this game with only 1.
Right on the 16-yard line here.
So it's 1st and 10, 16-yard line. The clock is stopped with 32 seconds to go. This could get interesting. Reading shows blitz. Don't want to get a delay here now.
Nice snap. Good job.
Looking for the end zone, run under it.
Out of it, ran out of room.
Yep. Almost. 2nd and 10. Still have time. That only took about 6 seconds.
The pass is incomplete. It's going to be 2nd down and 10.
Trying to convert after a Tyler Nolan interception, and the Lions are trying to get it into the end zone. Little draw here with a timeout left wouldn't be the worst play. Underneath, and
knocked down.
Incomplete. Almost picked off.
Really? I tell you, that defender had wide eyes.
Oh, boy.
I'd like to get Will McCarthy warming up on the sideline here with 4th and 10. He could probably have the leg for this kick.
He was kicking pregame from about 30 yards and making them.
Well, the ball is on the 16.
So it would be 23-33, approximately.
with the wind.
With the wind.
Well, actually the flag is pretty quiet.
Yeah, whatever there is for wind, it's
died
really
down.
died down.
Yeah, much more comfortable for us than
Yes, it is. All right, let's see what the Lions have in mind. And 3rd and 10. Again, I think they could run the football and take a timeout.
Well, they certainly had plenty of time.
Yeah, they had. The only thing is, their running game hasn't been doing anything.
No, it hasn't. But I don't think Reading expects them to run it now.
Right.
Mike fires, incomplete. 4th down.
Intended for Patrick Hughes.
Incomplete.
Here goes the field goal.
Here comes the field goal unit.
All right.
This is their first attempt
And
this
about 10
year at
yards
a
to
field
go
goal.
for the first down.
And it will be about a 33-yarder, I believe.
7 yards from the line of scrimmage.
7, they're on the 16. Yep, exactly. Your math is very
Will
good tonight,
McCarthy.
Pete.
And
The hold is 25. Is that Aiden Scott?
that's Aiden Scott. We need a good snap now.
Yep, after from the snap.
Will has the leg. Just need a good snap. This could take it to a 2-score game. A little bit high and bobbled and blown up. So the Lions' chance at 3 points goes by the Woods.
Recovered by Chelmsford. Reading takes over on downs. First down and 10.
I don't know what's going on tonight, but the snapping on everything has been an absolute disaster.
It has been.
I was watching the line. Was it hard to handle for the holder?
A little bit high, but catchable. It was catchable.
Reading's just going to take a knee.
Going to take a knee.
Well,
we think. We got fooled in
that's happened
Cooksbury once.
before. Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
18-0 is the score at halftime. The
That's the
Chelmsford
end of
High
the
School
first half.
band is here, and I think we will have an opportunity to see the Chelmsford High School band. We'll be back with the second half. Oh, they're not?
Associate Director Sean Wright, Assistant Director Vincent DeStefano, Visual and Summit Rod Lanier, Percussion Director Curtis Hookshorn. The band will be performing the music of Bruno Mars under the free direction of drum majors Jacob Pierce, Skylar Kerrigan, and Emma Licaro. Ladies and gentlemen, the Chelmsford Marching Band. Chelmsford High School Marching Band.
Hola, por favor, una aplicación. Gracias.
Olvídate del drama. Completa tu high school diploma.
¿Se ve bien? Gracias.
Da ese primer paso hacia un mejor futuro. Visita completatudiploma.org ahora para encontrar cursos para adultos gratis.
To Maddie, congrats on paying off all those student loans.
Finally, right?
How'd you manage that anyway?
I started tracking my spending, changed a couple of habits.
Wow. I'm kind of living paycheck to paycheck right now. I don't even know how I'm doing it.
Well, have you tried saving a little?
I want to, but where's that money going to come from? Bill collectors, they're the worst. Am I right?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind.
Not home.
Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
And tonight, some first half highlights. This is a reception to Brotherston.
This is a touchdown pass to Harrigan on the corner route.
Harrigan, nice pass from Murphy. And this is Murphy again, and this is another touchdown pass.
Under pressure, a lot of Lions around the ball, but we didn't come up with the interception.
And here is a nice reception by the Lions out here. I think that's Brotherston again, and it is.
Yes.
Rapoli. Excellent catch by Hughes.
Showed a lot of poise there, Mike did. A lot of patience in that one. And this was a great kick by Mike in the under pressure on a bad snap. Got a lot of roll on it. Kept,
as you said, one of the highlights of the first half. And the interception.
Interception by Tyler Nolan.
Tyler has become very good at taking the ball away.
That was the reception by Tyler there. Tyler Nolan again. All right,
we have kicked it off now in the second half. And
Damari.
Reading has just run its first play from scrimmage.
It's going to be 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8, and here it is.
I think we'll see a little bit more of a run game from Reading in the second half.
I think you're right, Rob. I think Howie Neal, Rob Russo, Bruce Prime, Dave Markham, not as cold as we thought it was going to be.
Now the wind has died down considerably. It's
what a
much
difference.
more comfortable.
That is. Just having that screen back makes me feel warmer.
Yeah.
Handoff straight up the middle. Good yardage for the first down.
We have an injured Chelmsford player.
Yeah. Tackle there by Sutherland on the tackle. Shane Sutherland, number 21.
One of the Lions is down here. I don't know who it is. One of the interior linemen.
Jake Chasen also in on that tackle.
And that's
Griffin
number
Hart.
76. Thank you, Rob. Griffin Hart. Griffin is a sophomore.
It's a big boy.
Big sophomore.
Yeah.
One of the Lion coaches. I can't see who that is. I know Kate Shagnon is there.
That's Taglia.
That's Tags. That's Mike Taglia. And it looks like Griffin is going to jump up and head back to the sideline. That'll go, Griffin.
Holding his right arm
a
right
little
hand.
bit. Yes.
May have just got a hit on the elbow, little pins and needles kind of thing.
Let's hope so.
Weather. Yeah.
It's a 1st and 10 for Reading, and they are at the 39-yard line. Murphy hands it off. Again, 3 running plays. Huge hole. That's probably where Griffin was. Damari taken down from behind. Gabari, I believe, was the tackler.
That was straight up the middle. Just split the defense in half.
Yeah, they say, let's run where the big guy left.
Take a look at it, folks.
It's a trap.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Came right down. Yep.
Patrick Hughes did a nice job adjusting to get back into that play.
And,
yeah. 1st and 10. Handoff. This time, Dabari is taken down.
Same play.
Yeah. Stackpole.
Much better result for the Lions there.
That's a short gain on the play.
No gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down.
Number 18, and I wish I had a name for number 18 because he has played a very good football game tonight. Just not on the program. It is 2nd and 10. Just underway, 3rd quarter. Lions on the short end of an 18-0 score. Murphy, plenty of time, looks for his receiver, double covered and
Don't run it out.
in the
Stay
end
right
zone. The Lions have stopped that one. That Nolan
Tyler
again.
Nolan, yeah.
Tyler Nolan again.
We have a flag on the field.
Got a flag on the field.
Okay, let's see if we see anything here.
Roughing the passer, maybe? No.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, that's okay.
I was
Could be
hoping
a-
it was holding.
Might have been a
Could be
hold.
a chop block.
The Lions offense is headed out on the field, however, so that's the good news.
Yeah.
A second interception of the night for Tyler Nolan. He's become a thorn in Mr. Murphy's side here.
He has.
He had great position on that.
And he had the wherewithal to know that he's in the end zone and not to try to run it out, but down it there. So the Lions get the ball on the 20.
Good call on that block, Rob. The chop block. 1st and 10 Chelmsford at the 20-yard line.
That's actually interesting. The ball was actually in the 21.
Yeah. Something's wrong. Maybe they're going to move it back now.
Coach Peterson's getting an explanation from the head referee here.
There's the Lions head man. Chris Harrington standing there in the red shirt. Okay, now they put it on the team.
There they go. There they go.
I don't think he asked for put it back a yard, did he?
I don't know.
I wouldn't think so.
I know he's a stickler for the rules, but Coach, give yourself an extra yard.
Yeah, that's right. It's okay. You won't go to jail.
No.
All right, 1st and 10 Chelmsford. First offensive play, second half. Lapoli going to run straight ahead and does pick up about 4. Nice job, 3 or 4 by Lapoli.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for in that last series prior to the end of the half.
Yeah.
The Lions came back from a big deficit last week. They need to fight back from a big deficit this week.
Good blocking by Nick Bottomley here. I thought he stayed with his block an extra long time. Did a good job.
And as Rob said, these Lions won't go away. They'll keep coming at you. Lapoli rolls, looks, tosses, completes.
Good.
Short gain, Nolan.
Pass is complete to number 31.
None. That is a gain of maybe only 3 yards. It's going to be
third down.
Third down, about 6. Be nice to see the Lions pick up a first down here. Stay on the field.
Coming this way? Yes.
They are coming this way, and it's dropped, unfortunately.
Okay.
Hughes, 4th down.
There's actually a nice timing pattern.
Yeah. You can see it right now, coming right at you. Oh, just a little bit behind him.
I don't know if it got tipped.
Maybe that's why it was behind him. That could be.
May have got tipped by number 6 on the rush here, defensive end.
Okay, Mike Lapoli, who's had the best game as a punter in a long time for the Lions.
Blocked.
It blocked. That was a matter of time, unfortunately. And a block and a score. And they were close all night long.
Perez?
Conroy.
Oh, yeah.
So 6 points for Mr. Conroy. And that really puts a sting in the Lions' effort.
They've been coming close all night.
Yes, they have. Let's see if we can see where he came from. I think it was right straight up the middle. They're going to attempt an extra point.
Number 24 is the kicker.
By kicking. And that is Fleming. Perez the holder. Ball is down, the kick is up, and a whistle, and that's why they don't kick very often, folks.
Redding's offside.
Offside.
That barely got off the ground. Now, were they offside before the kick?
It was
they were blowing the whistle as he was kicking it. So I don't know if that distracted him or...
That would be a 5-yard penalty. Move the ball back to the 8-yard line.
Now they're going to run play.
The try for point will be made from the 8.
They send their offense back on the field. This might not be
a good thing.
A good thing. You're absolutely right.
Although we have been very effective at
on two-point conversions. Yes.
Conversion. So.
Bruce Byam, Howie Neal, Rob Russo, David Barkham, and a cast of many, many Chelmsford High School students. Tom Peterson, Dan Sylvia sitting right here with us. He's keeping us all nice and warm. Murphy fires. Caught. And that's 2 points. Perez. I want to say one thing real quick. That was a laser.
It was. Yeah. He put some zip on that.
Yeah.
He did.
Yep. So, Reading has a 26-0 lead. We're going to take a break and we'll be back.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
This is Dylan Brotherston running straight up the middle with a little bit of room this time. And he gets it, let's see, 50-40, about the 30, I would say. The Lions following a blocked punt will go on offense.
Here's a replay of the kickoff. A decent little return, about 20 yards.
Yeah, 5, 10, about 14, 13-yard return.
His hole has been small, but he's done a good job trying to find them. First and 10, it's a swing pass. This is Hughes with the completion and a gain of about 7 or 8 on the play. Maybe 6, second and 4.
Gain of about 6 on the play. It's going to be second down. And about 4 for the first down.
I think we have a new quarterback. Do we have Aiden Scott in there?
No.
No, we still have Lipoli. I was looking at Gurley, and I got confused on the numbers. High snap. Mike doesn't have much time left.
Turn up.
Fires, and closing quickly was a Reading defender.
Yes, number 27 was the closing defender.
That's something I've been impressed with all night is Reading's
Their
closing
quickness.
speed. Yeah. Boy, they close hard.
Mr. Silva.
Looking for Fredericks. And watch the way this defender comes up and attacks this football. You can't really see him in the picture, but boy, he was coming full barrel. 3rd and 4. Whoops. Snap goes through Mike's hands. He picks it up and gets buried.
I think
He fumbled it. I think he fumbled it. He did.
Yep.
And the way the Reading sideline is celebrating, they must have come up with it.
That's unfortunate, Mike. That was a good snap. Mike started moving with his eyes off the ball. And that he just took his eyes off of that second.
Yep.
The recoverer was Harrigan. He's had a very fine football game as well tonight.
Yes, he has.
And trying to see what his grade is. He's a junior as well. This is nothing but bad news for the...
Here's Mike right here. And
boom, right from behind. Perez caused the fumble.
ball security.
Sorry, DeRoss caused the fumble. Yeah, ball security. Oh, we have movement both ways. Let's see how
offsetting.
Let's see what they do. Yeah, first it was on Reading. So 5 yards further back. Reading
offsetting. They called them on both.
Yep.
Well, how can that be? If they move, if our defense has got an opportunity to move. If it's a legal procedure.
It almost looked like it was simultaneous. It almost looked.
The offense must have reacted to
the defensive
jumping.
Yeah.
But why did we get the penalty?
The penalty is against Chelmsford, a 5-yard penalty.
Because we're 2-5 and they're 6-1.
I guess so. Coach Peterson doesn't understand that. I don't understand it. If it's a legal procedure.
Right, now they're going to talk about.
Well, so here's why I made the call I made. I was watching the side judge, and he did a legal procedure symbol. Then he did the offside symbol.
Okay.
I saw when the play was actually being live.
We saw the opposite.
I saw us go offsides because of that stupid rule that the federation is. Once you infringe upon the neutral zone, they blow it dead.
Obviously, that is the ruling, Rob, and it's a 5-yard penalty.
First and 5.
And hand off to Damari, and he is stormed under. Oh, we got a little action here with Stackpole.
Brian and Stackpole.
Exchanging phone numbers, I think, to maybe get a pizza later or something. We can take a look and see what happens. Damari and Dabari.
Carry the ball inside the 10-yard line to the 7. It's going to be.
That the ball wasn't there.
And goal to go from the 7.
I thought that was a ball carrier, and it turned out the ball carrier was 7 yards down the field.
I thought it was too. It was a good tackle, just didn't have the ball. Inside the 5-yard line.
Damari is the ball carrier.
Damari again, trying to, they're really trying to put the knockout blow on now.
Yes, they are.
From the 4-yard line.
Ball is at about the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal.
What do you think? Dabari again?
I think so. Damari walks in.
Up.
Damari scores the second touchdown of the second half for Reading. They are now on top by a score of 32-0. And it's a long way back for the Lions now. Here it is. He had linemen ready to throw a block that didn't even need to throw a block. Just a well-run play.
Unfortunately, Reading's capitalized now on 3 turnovers. You blocked punt, you had a fumble,
right,
and now this was a fumble again.
Earlier, yeah.
All right, here's
fake. This is a little excessive, and I don't think it was a fake. Oh, there's a late hit. And no call. Okay. It was not a fake. You're right. The ball was just bobbled.
He dropped it. Yeah, he said, I'm going to take off.
They're going to get into meaning Reading, they're going to get into a game where they need to kick a point, though, or make a point. We're going to take a break. We'll come back.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Welcome back. Reading is about to kick it off to the Lions again. We should have kept track on how many kickoffs they've made tonight. This is probably the 7th.
Wow,
it's scored
5 scores here.
Yeah, so that's 5 anyway.
That's 6, 5 kicks.
Yep.
Plus the beginning of the game.
Right, so it's 6 anyway, right?
Yep.
Brotherston on the return. Lions will start deep in their own territory again. And we'll keep an eye on the clock for you folks and see what does transpire as far as time management. Dan Sylvia thought it probably was going to start immediately. But what does Dan know, right?
They were changing possession here. It might have just
stopped for that.
You may see it from here on in.
Yep. Like to see the Lions get a score. Quick toss, goalie, and nothing.
Nothing on the edge tonight.
Nope, nothing at all.
Reading's defensive team speed, as we noted earlier in their closing speed, just excellent. The Lions do not have the speed to match it.
To be second down and about 13.
That's a loss of 3. And again, no sense hurrying. Napoli to his left, tosses, has a receiver, Nolan. Incomplete.
Oh,
I thought he had it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I thought he did. Now it's third down.
Yep. The clock stopped on the incompleted pass.
See, my point. I'm going to make a point that with the playoff system as it is, when you get a 1-8 team playing each other, you're going to get these kinds of football games. Incompleted pass, we've got a flag.
Pass interference.
Yep. Nice job out there by Fredericks.
Yep.
That's not necessarily a first down, though.
No. And my point is, if you're going to play a playoff system, it has to be a way to make it competitive, and this is not competitive.
No.
On the play, there is pass interference called against Reading.
So it is a first down, but it's not spot a foul.
It comes back to the line of scrimmage. They mark it off.
Yep.
At their own 41.
First and 10, Chelmsford. Mike tosses, has a man caught. Nice catch.
Nice catch. Reviston.
Yeah. He has been a real shining bright light on the Chelmsford offense this year.
Yep. Should be a first down. Tyler had a. Yep, he did.
At the Reading 49.
That was Fredericks.
Oh, Fredericks.
Yeah,
okay.
Nice catch by George.
Yep.
And I can make the same comment. He's
Yeah.
been a bright light, too.
They've been using him more and more, and it's been paying off for the Lions.
Yes, it has. That was Lapoli on the keeper, maybe a yard.
Like a little lead speed option there.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to pitch that.
Decided to keep. Yep.
Good decision, I thought.
2 yards. It's going to be second down and 8.
Too much penetration by the defensive line. The Lion offensive line getting pushed back.
And here they come again. And he floats one out there, and it's incomplete. Looking for Brotherston this time.
Well, he's lucky they didn't throw a flag.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How close does a receiver have to be?
At this point in the game.
And that's a comment about the rules, not about the players.
Right. And again, a total judgment call. It's a 3rd and 9. High snap. Mike fakes one side, comes back to the other, and I'll also give Fredericks right. I give Reading credit for not getting fooled, staying home where they're supposed to be.
They're not looking in the backfield. The secondary is staying with their keys, staying with their alignment. Their assignment. Fourth down, the Lions are going for it.
Fourth down. They blitz. Mike's had no time all night, and it's incomplete. Just kind of drops in the middle of the field.
Rockets will take over first down and 10.
Reading will take over. First and 10. Dave, while we have a minute, help us.
They'll take over at their own.
And please help us, Dave.
I hope I can help us. I don't know, just a better team, Reading. I mean, that's what it comes down to, Bruce.
Dave, you played some quarterback, obviously. What are your impressions with Murphy?
He's very impressive, Bruce. For a freshman to be that poised in the pocket and throws a very nice ball. And he's also playing cornerback for the defense. So obviously a great athlete. Very impressed.
And Dave, we're very impressed with you keeping your hands moving in this kind of a night. Handoff straight ahead with yardage again to the outside. And that was a Damari again. Boy, he's got to be cracking up the yardage.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's not Damari. That's Perez, Bruce. Number 9.
Yep.
Oh, no, you're right. It was
Damari.
Yeah. I saw Perez get up. He was a lead blocker on that play.
First down for Reading.
43.
Handoff. Nice stop inside by the Lions that time.
He carries the ball to the
one of the Lions was Bobby Lee.
Second down and
Let's see if we can find the other one.
Number 18 was in the pile.
Yeah, that's the one.
I'll
That's
have
the
to get
mystery man.
I'll try to get his name during the week, so next week we know what his name is.
Yep.
I'm going to make a point of it myself.
We can give him some accolades.
That's right.
He's actually played a great game.
Yes, he has. Defensively, he's been outstanding. Murphy with a wide open Perez.
Oh, fumble.
That's not a
Call it
fumble.
incomplete.
No, he's down.
He's down.
Oh, okay.
He's down. Yep.
Okay.
That's DeRoss, number 6. That was perhaps his second reception of the night.
Shane Sutherland thought he had an interception there. I mean, a
Tackle
fumble.
by Tyler.
Yeah.
Tyler Nolan.
And a game touchdown saving tackle. Reading in really no hurry at this point. They don't need to be. They have a full house backfield again. A lot of power in coming at you and a lot of holes up front.
Murray breaking it out. That's a corner.
And a walk-in touchdown, almost untouched on that play.
He cut across the grain. He saw a hole early. He stepped into it and made one little cut across the grain, and no one in front of him.
Yeah, he's done a nice job reading his block. He's had some big chunks of yardage. Here's the play again. Guard tackle trap, counter, cut back.
Virtually untouched.
Yep.
And I wish I had kept track of his touchdown total of the night, and I think that's 4. It is 38-0. Murphy steps up, fires, and caught. 2-point conversion this time.
Yep.
And that was DeRoss.
An even 40.
So we're going to try to take a break, and we'll try to come back with some positive action.
Oh, emojis! I thought the conversation just got dumber.
Ugh, internet trolls, just ignore them.
I like you just the way you are.
I believe in you. She's a hugger. Give her a squeeze. Help up the hand. Ah, there you go.
Thanks, mate.
You're killing it, Zane!
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert? Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
That was
Jake Brotherston has just returned the kickoff. Unfortunately, he comes up a little bit gimpy, but I think he's okay.
Yeah.
Nice return by Jake. Cut it back across the green and got it out to the 35, I believe, 33-yard line. 1st and 10, Chelmsford. And here it is. You'll get a chance to peek at it. Watch as he comes into a tackle area and then goes out to the right.
Here we go, live.
Completed pass.
To Hughes.
Hughes catches it. Lapoli throws it.
Patrick Hughes was the receiver.
And that has to be,
Pass is complete. Hit by
I would say, close to 30 passes tonight for the Lions, maybe more.
Could,
2nd and 5.
It's a good 75% probably of the game tonight.
Good point. Gonna do another one. Maybe. Avoids, and finally gets taken down.
A little late with the whistle, boys.
Yeah, sure were. Number 74 is a big fella for Reading. Chuli is his name. He is a senior, going in at about 6'4", 260 pounds.
First name is Chris.
Chris, yes, thank you. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard. It's 3rd and 6 or 7 for the Lions. There is Mr. Chuli, number 74.
All right. Mike with a quick toss.
And completed, and nice reception.
Yep.
Fredericks looks like a receiver, doesn't he?
Yes, he does.
He catches and runs nicely with the football. Picks up the first down.
The more he's been thrown to, the better he's, the more confident he's getting, the better.
Yes, he is.
Better receiver that he's become.
Another bright light for the Lions, a junior receiver. Mike pumps it, fakes it, and drop on the outside by Nolan. So 2nd and 10. We're down to 26 seconds. Here it is.
The repeat.
And he hasn't dropped many. A little bit behind him.
Yep.
Oh boy, that one was not very pretty. 5 yards back go the Lions.
Ed Rigney just jumped the gun a little bit on that.
Yep.
He's just excited to hit somebody.
Yeah.
I don't blame him.
Me either. I'm going to hit you in a minute.
And I'm sure you're excited about it.
Yeah, but I know I get cream, so I'm not going to do that.
I'll hold you back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thrown across the middle.
Whoa, knocked down by number 13, I believe.
13 or 3.
That's a dangerous ball.
Yeah, that's 33.
33. Yeah, Conroy.
Yeah.
Now, what I don't understand is why he didn't intercept it.
I know, he had it in his hands.
That's a simple, easy interception.
Sure it is.
I mean,
Look at
it on replay here.
Yeah. He had that ball all to himself.
Sure.
4th down for the Lions. They need a first down, and they don't get it. Looking for Fredericks across the middle.
4th down coming up.
It'll be 4th down coming up. Excuse me.
And the worst part of this is the third quarter hasn't ended yet.
No. And there's already 40 points showing on the board. The Lions are back in punt formation. The last time it was a disaster. Here it is.
Yeah. Well, they do.
Let's hope for good things on this one. And they don't really come after him. And wow, that's one of the best punts of the season right there. Conroy. Still on his feet. Great return.
Oregon still on his feet.
Still on his feet.
Almost back to the line scrimmage.
That was a great punt and great return and a flag. Oregon pulled that in and did a great job bringing that back up the field. I think I said this earlier, but Horrigan is a junior receiver for. He and Murphy will be quite a pair coming up next year.
We had holding against Reading. And some highlights from the third quarter.
Damari, touchdown.
Going to see a lot of that. Close to a touchdown.
Close to a touchdown.
I think here is the touchdown. No,
interception. Sutherland.
By Sutherland, yep.
And the block punt for a touchdown.
Recovered by Perez, was it?
Yep.
Oh.
A missed snap from QB, and this is a fumble away.
A fumble.
That was the end of the fourth quarter as well.
So finally,
we've gotten it to the fourth quarter.
Yep.
Thank goodness. We have no idea, as our buddy Mr. Craig
Robinson
doing a little improvising with the music.
Dancing with that camera.
We have no idea the opponent for the Lions next week. Won't know probably until Sunday.
Sunday they do the pairings.
Right. We're hoping for a home game. So we'll have to check the papers. This is
21.
Number 20, new running back.
Yep.
That's Thornton. Right. It doesn't seem to matter who the running back is. It just keeps on pounding.
Just a trap.
Yeah. Ball at the 48-yard line.
They run that counter trap, tackle and guard pulling, and they've been successful with it. With Damari, it doesn't matter who the running back is. The hole has been there.
Murphy's still in there at quarterback. Hands it off straight ahead. Picks up about 7 yards.
Yeah. The next quarterback has to be an 8th grader. He's a freshman. So you take him out, put in the senior, say, what are you doing?
That's right. Thornton again carrying that football. Picks up 8, 2nd and 2. Just underway in the fourth and final quarter.
Now the thing about the pairings, they allow coaches to try to
negotiate
sometimes, but they don't want you playing too far away from your own division, and
right.
You're handcuffed a little bit with who you can play. So hopefully it's a competitive game. And we talked about it, at halftime, how the MIAA has set this up, and you have a 8th seed against the 1st seed, and throughout the as we get a fumble and Chelmsford,
it bounced around a little bit. They're still not making a call. And it may be a mystery man, number 18, I think. Stackpole's got it.
Stackpole has it. And 18 is right there, too.
18 is right there, yep.
Recovered by Chelmsford.
And I think we're finally into that running time situation.
Oh, yes.
Well, to finish my thought is, so you watch tomorrow's papers, all first-round games, and there's going to be some
big blowouts.
Blowouts all over the place.
Right.
47. First down and 10.
And I don't know how there can be any satisfaction on anybody's part when that happens. Lipoli fires, has his receiver. Short, taken out of bounds on the sideline is Hughes.
Yep.
Patrick Hughes on the receiving end, carries the ball out to the running.
Say that again from the truck, please.
Number 18 is Josh and Esperanza.
Esperanza.
All right, well, Josh
Thank you for that information. Congratulations, Josh. You've done a great job.
All right, here's the Lions, 2nd down and 4.
Ooh, tip ball and intercepted.
Well, I didn't see a white jersey in that area, so that was.
I wasn't sure either.
And Damari made the interception. So let's see. It was a crossing pattern, but I don't know if. Oh, it was intended for Brotherston.
Yeah. That was close to hitting the ground.
Yeah.
But at this point, it doesn't matter. And as we said, the clock continues to move. It's only going to be 8 minutes left in this football game, just a little more than that. And again, this points up when you have a playoff game and you're running time in that game. It's not a good, healthy situation.
No.
This should never, ever happen.
Totally new team in there. Perez at quarterback.
And the Lions stopped that play pretty closely. Fleming, the ball carrier. Gain of 3.
He picks up about 3 yards. It's going to be second down and about 7.
We'll have 3 games left, 2 unknowns, and then, of course, Thanksgiving at Bill Ricker.
Last game at that field, correct?
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
They have a new field somewhere, or do they?
They do.
They built a new high school.
At the new high school, they have a field behind it?
Yeah.
Okay. I knew they had a new high school in process.
Yep. Fortunately, that field will go the way of tired old fields go. It's just a terrible field to play on.
Maybe it'll get some rest with not having to play a lot on it, and it'll be a halfway decent, maybe JV field.
Right, it can be reborn as a JV field. Exactly. Hand off with running room, more than running room. Martin. Yep. Fleming, I think.
Oh, Fleming. Yep.
And Fleming takes it to the 40. And we're coming up on 6 minutes to play. Here is our replay. Fleming straight ahead. First and 10. For Reading. Said that a lot tonight, too.
Yes, he has. 45, the ball carrier.
And a short game, if anything.
A tackler. Stackpole, I believe. 10.
It's going to be second down and 9.
Sullivan was the ball carrier, and you're right, Howie. Stackpole. I want to thank Dave for doing his usual great job on statistics tonight. And all the people, Chelmsford Telemedia, this was not an easy setup in the wind and the cold.
And Dan was saying that they couldn't put up the big the high camera because of the wind.
Wind, yes.
Oh.
Chase on the stop. And
that perhaps was Jake's first tackle tonight. We haven't called his name very much.
Not as much as usual.
No. They were probably running away from him based on scouting reports or
right.
film study.
Here's Jake.
Yep.
Still fighting and playing hard. Perez hands it off. Fleming again. And a very short gain. It's going to be 4th down and maybe a yard.
He's hit by number 10.
4th and a yard.
Yeah.
Sean Stackpole.
Stackpole's had a very fine defensive effort tonight.
Very steady effort tonight.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, he's been right there.
He's actually been steady all year. He's done a great job
has been.
that interior.
Yeah, I totally agree. He has been outstanding. Reading taking lots of time in between plays, as they should, and fumble.
Still in the Lions recovered.
Chelmsford ball.
Fumble recovered by Chelmsford.
They wouldn't have had the first down anyway. Let's see if we can see who gets on this.
It'll be 1st down and 10 for Chelmsford.
There's 8 guys there. Guy. Chelmsford's probably their last offensive series of the night. And the ball is at the 30.
Yes.
Yep.
31?
Yep, 31.
31, 30. Tough to read the numbers.
Bringing in some new offensive people. Poli's still there at quarterback, though. I really don't understand this either. Ooh, look out. Wow, that was almost picked off.
Oh, he hit him in the most dangerous spot, right in the hands, right?
Damari, of all people, didn't pull that in.
Maybe that's the only ball that's been thrown to him tonight. I don't think Murphy threw to him at all during the early part of the game.
And once again, maybe we know why.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was certainly one that could have been picked up. Wow. Oh, my goodness. This is... After all that completed to Sutherland?
Yep, for a first down.
For a first down.
Nolan.
Tyler Nolan. Thank you.
First down, 25.
Pass is complete to number 31. Tyler Nolan.
All right, here's the replay. This is a
Now for the first
high
down.
snap,
First down
juggle.
and
Let's see.
Picked
We'll
it up.
dribble it
at
once.
their own 45.
Pass. Excellent high
And there's
extension.
Tyler.
Good job, Tyler. Tyler again.
Tyler again. Boy, is he showing some good hands.
Yes. Yeah. We're going to find a little slot receiver there.
Yes, sir. Julian Edelman.
Yeah.
Tyler Nolan on the receiving end.
One of the Lion captains.
Picks up
Acquitting
about
himself
7
very
yards.
nicely.
Tackle is made by Reading's number 1, Dan Damari. Second down and about 3.
Completed. I didn't see the receiver. That's Brotherston.
Pass is complete to Dylan Rutherston.
Under a minute here. 2-minute offense going. See
Now
if we
for
can
the
get a
first
score.
down, it'd be first
Well, you
down
can't
and
stop
10
the
for
clock,
Chelmsford.
so.
No matter what you do.
Reading 32.
This could be a Chelmsford High School record for most passes in a single game. I don't know exactly what it is,
And
but it's close.
Frederick.
But Fredericks fights, and gets close
Out
to
of
the
bounds.
end zone. Hurry up to the line of scrimmage because the clock isn't going to stop.
It did stop because he went out of bounds.
Okay.
Right? But
No,
it's not.
No, it
It's
won't
running
stop.
time.
It won't stop.
All right, I don't know if we're going to get another playoff.
Yeah, we are.
We'll get a playoff.
Yeah.
And it's at about the 4. Looking for a little pride here. Mike rolls, fires, batted in the air, and incomplete. And we're not going to get another playoff, though. That's it, folks. We're going to wrap it up real quick. Howie, we'll see you next week.
Definitely next week
Rob,
somewhere.
thank you, Dave.
Hopefully at home.
Great job, David. And Dan, we will see you soon. Tom, thank you very much. And to all the people in your group, good night, everybody from Reading.
Drive home safe.